A great part of Europeans lives in microcities. The Next Generation Microcities project is funded by the European Commission through the Urban Innovative Action Programme. And it aims to help 2 European microcities, Ventspils and Valmiera, to become more attractive for ICT, talent, and foreign direct investments in order to create more jobs. The project supports these 2 cities through a series of innovations in their urban systems. And the ambition is to create a model that can be useful for other microcities in Europe. But then COVID-19 came, and with it, the lockdown. So how did the project react to it? How did the team manage to carry on the activities during the lockdown? And what was the result and the impact of COVID-19 on NextGen? This short video documentary attempts to capture what the impact of COVID-19 was on the NextGen project and how the team managed to go through the difficulties of this lockdown and get through it. So we hear the views of the project manager from the 2 municipalities involved in the project and of course from some of the project partners. I hope you will find this video useful, but mostly inspiring, as you will see how innovation can really spur out of difficulties. So enjoy the video.
I would like to say that actually COVID changed a lot in the first thing, and we were all shocked in the beginning because it was like, what to do now, what to do next. And first of all, we needed to understand with what to start. And then we needed to understand, is there activities that we can still do from home via internet, or there is something that we need to postpone? And what are those things that we need to postpone and that we are not managing in that time? Well, as a project manager, I know that changes always have a big impact on everything we do. And due to COVID, we all learned how to react very fast and how to change those things that can be changed. And I'm pretty amazed how very great partners we have in project actually, and everybody is very supportive and understands that nothing stops, everything needs to be done, everything needs to go on. And this is pretty good lesson for all of us. And also Valmier's municipality, for example, had career consultations that it usually happened face to face or one by one, but then they decided that it's possible also online. And also we had a steering committee and partner management team meetings, and we did it all via Zoom. And I would say that it's actually easy, it's fast, and also it's pretty cheap. That is actually a good thing. And I'm not afraid to say that yes, maybe there will be some kind of changes in project due to this whole situation, but I'm pretty sure that we will manage everything because yes, we are actually very great, strong, and professional partners in the project, and our stakeholders as well as our city council is very supportive, and we can manage. We will survive.
That's the situation, and of course we are ready, of course, to continue our activities in this situation, and then we'll see. The most important question is how long it will be the restrictions made by not only by Latvian government, by all governments of European Union. You know that, of course, Latvia is a small country, and it's very important. Import is very important, especially import is important in our city. It's more than about 87% of all production produced in our city is import, and of course in this situation is a very negative influence from this crisis. One of our activity in a project Next Generation Microcities is to establish new foreign direct investment attraction plan, and we created such plan it's actually very good thing. We have enough sources and good experts to create such plan, but the situation, as I said, is bad because normally Freeport Authority in such situations make support, make very important things to construct necessary infrastructure, electricity, water supply, and even production halls, if it is such agreement between entrepreneurs and Freeport Authority. And we as a municipality, yeah, we're looking for the all and even very small potential investment and we are of course open, and from our side we supporting all the steps that is important and for the beginning to start with activities, because our investors coming from different countries. We have already from more than 10 countries in our Freeport Authority production facilities. I think we can name Switzerland and Sweden and Germany and then Belgium and a lot of countries. In this situation, of course, it's very difficult to contact with such entrepreneurs because, as I said, they are careful with new investment.
It's not possible yet to see what will be the outcome of it, because we don't know the length of this crisis. We don't know the actual amount of it. Will the second wave come, or will the third and fourth wave come? But for now, we already feel that there are some sectors like restaurants, like tourism agencies, and etc., that are already closed. There are some that are on lockdown, like for some time, until the limitations and restrictions are lifted. And there are, of course, some companies that are still operating, but with huge losses. So we feel that the turnovers are, for a lot of companies actually in the city, especially in the city as well, are fighting losses, and we cannot predict yet what will be the result of the situation, but we feel that we all will feel it more afterwards. Yeah. As maybe wrong as it sounds, but there are good things as well in this crisis. There are things to learn and things that we have already learned. And one of the major lessons from all this crisis is the cooperation between the services, like municipality, hospital, municipal police, social service department. And this cooperation was already there, but still it's now really strengthened and overseen, and all the, as to say, maybe weak parts and maybe not so needed tasks are just left out, and we are all really focusing on the main things in this cooperation. And as well, in Valmiera case, it was already a good thing that the municipality had already a lot of agreements with NGOs here in the city. But I see that in various other cities, this is a new thing that the municipality can really strongly cooperate with NGOs, for example, with food delivery to citizens, or with other services that they can for free actually give to others in a cooperation with municipality. And this cooperation now as well during the crisis has really strengthened, I think, in the city.
Okay, so honestly, I don't think that COVID has had very big influence on our project activities. Especially interactive digital classroom was up and running on the 6th of March, and the lockdown came in on the 13th of March. So the students were never able to come in physically, but they are here every day when the lecture starts, because professor sits where I am now. He works on the smart board. He has all the facilities necessary, and all the cameras are running better than these, how it happened with me. But the classroom is in use, and students and professors make more plans how to improve it. Other activities also were up and running, and we just found out that obviously we have been very advanced also before, since we took it so lightly when the lockdown came down, and working remotely was never any problem, because our colleagues, we never sat in one room, so communication over the internet was the way that we communicated beforehand. So I don't even feel that something happened in the project. There's a surplus, and we will be increasing the functionality of the university by creating a video classroom in order to create a content for MOOCs courses. MOOCs is massive online open courses, which you can access in Udemy or Coursera or other services that you can just click and watch videos where professors create their content in the videos using light boards and all the other stuff that is so right now into the fashion. And we will be creating this same content classroom in our university. So we will have this classroom, the content of new and improved and modernized courses. The professors are improving their existing courses and using educational technologies that they can use in this classroom. But there will also be a video classroom, like a video content, video filming studio, where they will be able to film MOOCs. And that would be the next step for your university to go online. And that would be the worst part, I guess, because if there was an old world, we would never be able to communicate to each other for 2 months, but we are doing now over the continent. But it still feels like I'm talking more or less to a picture. I start to feel that I need some human interaction right now already for Cruzeimin. Even for Cruzeimin, it took me 2 months just to start feeling that way.
So, as the makerspace itself was built and opened for the creation of some kind of prototypes and cooperations with the local businesses and startups. So regarding the COVID, we find one very interesting cooperation model that together with one new entrepreneur, we prototyped using the makerspace equipment, some face shields for the local hospital. So adopted, created the prototype for the face shield, which would be very like fitting to our local needs. And with this makerspace equipment, we are producing those face shields free of charge for the local municipality system, working on front line actually, who are the policemen, hospital staff, the social employees, those who are on the front line. We are producing those face shields free of charge. To reschedule the makerspace workshops, that was actually what we have planned in the first 2 months. So already those first 2 months have passed, but we are still online with those creative persons who will train and provide those workshops. So we are rescheduling all the time, and I think that from the 9th of June, when it will be allowed in Latvia to actually organize some events for more than 20 persons, our first workshops will be organized, and really people could know and to feel the makerspace. Actually, we could say that we have learned a lot of online digital tools for the meetings. For example, if we previously used one, then it's almost some 6 downloaded on our computers at the moment, because a lot of partners in Latvia and abroad, everybody is using some other tools. So we are technically upskilled, I could say.
Yeah, so regarding project, we have, I would say, 3 basic activities. One is related with requalification of citizens to ICT skills so that they can get job in the ICT industry. And in this regard, I would say not much has changed. We are going on. The only difference is that if beforehand training was planned face-to-face, now it is taking place online. But otherwise, we are going ahead, and I'm happy to say that it hasn't been hindered and influenced much. Then we have activity about developing educational pilot projects. It's like new future classrooms for mathematics, chemistry, physics for like elementary school, etc. There we are now currently in R&D phase, and it hasn't been influenced much. So we are continuing with R&D phase, and the testing will start next year, and we hope that we will manage it. And I think COVID wouldn't be any like hindrance to it. And then the last major, the one before the last major activity is investment in prototyping lab and makerspace. There we have investment about $500,000. And by end of June or July, we will finish with half of it with prototyping lab, something around 200,000 euros. But due to COVID, we decided to postpone a bit investment in makerspace, which was also planned for midsummer. Now we postponed it to autumn in September, October, and it's basically due to financial risks because we have to pre-finance something of it, and but we are still determined to implement it and test it in 2021. Okay, regarding the makerspace, so although we postponed this investment phase, there's some benefit to it also, because one of the innovations which we plan is to also develop an online platform for this makerspace with a goal to increase user base for this makerspace, because we are a regional city with limited user base, and this would be a vehicle for increasing user base. And actually, it takes some time to develop this platform, and it would be ready at the end of this year. And actually, we would launch it together now, the physical makerspace and the online platform. Otherwise, the online platform would follow up later. Now it's kind of mixing together, merging together, and other aspect is that this online platform is like gets even more topical with this COVID crisis, that you cannot be in facilities, but you maybe want to order something online or upload some design online, and so it's also kind of going together. So
we just heard a great story of adaptation. The COVID-19 crisis did not stop the project. The NextGen Microcities project team showed us the importance of flexibility, creativity, and resilience, and how constraints are the best context for real innovation. We also got how relevant digital technologies are and how they can help even in times of crisis. You can learn more about the NextGen Microcities project on the Urban Innovative Action website, and I thank you for the attention, and goodbye.